Okay, so this is the second video of the playlist. We're going to solve the counting values problem of HackerRank. And so Gary is an avid hiker. He tracks his hikes. Okay. So during his last hike, he took exactly n steps, and for every step, he's going to note if it's uphill or if it's downhill. So he's going to start at sea level, and each step up or down represents a 1 unit change in altitude. Okay. So a mountain is consecutive steps above sea levels. Okay, a valley is consecutive steps below sea level. Uh, so basically, we have to find how many valleys he has encountered. So D means he went down, and up means he went up, and each of them represents a unit change. So okay, so let's draw this line. This is the sea level. So this line is considered a sea level, and every time he's going to start at the center. So he's going to start in the middle. And now let's take this test case. He goes down twice. Okay, D, okay, he's going down, and now he's coming back up. He's coming back up, and then he's going up, and then he's going up, and then he's going down, he's going down. So a valley is encountered whenever he goes down, and then he gets back to the sea level. So this is the sea level. So at this moment we see that he has reached the sea level. So now here we can say that he has encountered a valley. Okay, let's take another test case of U, D, 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 and then we have U, D, U, U. So again, let's start at the sea level. He goes up 1 unit, goes down, and again he's going down here. And then again he's going down, and then he goes up once, he goes down again, and now he's going back up twice. So at this moment, you can see that he has reached the sea level once again. So again, I'm going to take this point. I'm going to say, okay, right now you have reached a valley. Is there any other valley? No, there's no other place where he's going up and he's reaching the sea level, right? There's no other place in this traversal that you can't see anywhere else where you're going up and you're encountering a sea level. So only when this happens, I'm going to consider that he has reached one valley. So the output for this will be 1, and you can see the exact representation over here. Only at this point you can say that okay, we have reached a valley, and that can be taken as the result. So how do you write code for this? We're going to go straight into the code. We'll take a variable for the what valley is. The valley is going to take a variable and then the altitude. The altitude initially, the altitude 0. Let's consider that as the sea level. What are the inputs which we need? The inputs which we need are the value of n, and the second line contains a string of n characters. Okay, so now we've got a string, and now we're going to loop through the string. So as we loop through the string, if the character we encounter, if s of I is equal to a u, let's take the case sensitive, yes, it's a capital U, then what are we going to do? Now let's see how our altitude variable will help us. So initially we're going to initialize our altitude as 0. So right here we're at 0, and now we encounter our first D. So when you go down, we're going to decrement the value by 1. So this becomes -1. So again D, we're going to decrement it by 1. It becomes -2. Now we have 4 ups. So we're going to increment it by 1, by 1, by 1, and by 1. So it's going to be -2. Now it's going to become, it's going to be -1, and then now it's going to become 0. And then it's going to become 1, it's going to become 2, right? So notice this point right here, -1, and then it becomes 0. So while we are going up, you notice that our altitude became 0. So this is the point which we are going to target when we go up and the altitude becomes 0. This is the point where we realize that okay, we have reached a valley, and then we're going to increment the count of valleys by 1. Let's come back to our code. And so when we reached when we get a U, we increase the altitude by 1, and when we increase the altitude by 1, what should we do? We check if that altitude is equal to 0. So if it's equal to 0, that means we have reached a value. So if this is not the case, then we can just go on incrementing the value of the altitude, and else, which means if S of I is a D, if we get a D, then we're going to decrement the altitude, and we don't have to make any check over here. So this the number of values this is going to have the output. I hope this is clear. And then we're just going to print out the number of values which is stored in the val variable. Oops. Yeah, so that worked. So there we have it. We have passed the test cases. Yeah, so that's it for this video. See you in the next video of the playlist.